Hey YouTube, this is Future Soon, and I just felt like playing Minecraft today. Rather than making skits and stuff. I love making skits, and of course I'm still gonna do that. But I just feel like after looking at some of my old favorite Minecraft YouTubers, the kid in me always wanted to make like a Minecraft series or something like that, and I want to give it a go. Now that I am an adult. And I don't know, I'm just all about that, like, healing inner child sort of thing. And I feel like doing this kind of helps achieve that, at least in some capacity. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with this series yet, but I at least want to try, because that's all we really can do is try. I was trying to load this up. It kind of crashed on me. I really hope it doesn't crash on me again. But yeah, I might as well just delete it then. But yeah, I want to make a new world and just make a survival series just to play on the channel, because I don't really want to heavily edit this and stuff that people usually like to. Oh, look at that, perfect spawn. Stuff that people usually like to edit out. I feel like it takes away from the charm of it all. Because back when those early Minecraft YouTubers played Minecraft, they didn't edit stuff out very often. Like, when you think about, like, Sky Does Minecraft or DanTDM, they just rolled with the punches. They just kind of did what... What? They look like this now? Okay, I kind of like the older design better. But this is fine, I guess. I don't know. But this is a really good spawn. Look at this. But, yeah, I kind of want to play this just because, well, I miss playing Minecraft. And I haven't played it in quite a while. Like my skin. But I'm just gonna try and play it now. I don't know what the goal is here, but I kind of want to use this as a platform to just talk as well, because I've always wanted to do a podcast too. I have a lot of projects I want to do. I'm heavily ambitious. It's just my work ethic doesn't really support ambition, unfortunately. But I could dream. And I'm doing what I can, and I think that's good. I'm still young, and what is happening? Sorry, it's so laggy here. I don't know what is happening with my keyboard right now. Okay, that was really weird. I got possessed. It is so laggy. I optimized the game heavily, and it's still super laggy. I don't know why. I put it on the best possible settings, and I'm still lagging a lot. But this is a really good spawn. Okay, let me see if I can change this. This is actually kind of annoying. Is there something I'm doing wrong? I swear I put it on fast. There we go. Is that better? It's a little better. Oh, no see-through leaves. I guess it's for the best. It's okay. It kind of gives it that old school look anyway. Anyway. Yeah. So, obviously I want to try to beat the Ender Dragon and stuff. But I also just want to play this just to enjoy it. Just talk about stuff like life and future of the channel, stuff like that. I'm planning on trying to upload a skit tomorrow. I try to upload it every Saturday, but then I realized how difficult that was, and I'm trying to do it every other Saturday now. So tomorrow would be that Saturday that I should upload it on. But the thing that I ordered in the mail for it to work, I don't know if it's gonna be here on time, but we'll find out. Oh yeah, I also want to set a timer so that it's like only 20 minutes long per episode, just because I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I really respect your time, and I believe that there's a beauty in things lasting for just as long as they should, like Smiley Friends. Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes. Okay, sorry. I wasn't sure if it was done or not. Cuz it likes to stay there for a while. See if I have anything else to say. But yeah, I want to build a house. I want to get better at building. There may be parts where I'm not like talking or something, but that's okay. I just don't want to edit anything out because I want it to be all natural. I want it to be as bare bones as possible so that people can really see where I'm coming from and understand like my thought process. It's kind of like streaming in a way. But I'm not sure if I'm ready for streaming. At least this gives me some sort of like preventative barrier in case I go crazy and I say something insane like Hitler. But anyway, I really hope people find this just because I want to be able to respond to people's questions and stuff like that. Sorry, something's in my throat. I don't know what it is. But I want people to like ask me things, and I know my content isn't like super crazy right now, but I have some pretty big ideas and plans and stuff like that. I want to make films. Ooh, pumpkins over here. Look at this. At least you spawned in a nice grassy area. When I tried to do this video before, I spawned in like a snowy biome and it was just terrible. There was like nothing. It's a pretty small area. Pretty good. They added new mob sounds, huh? See, that's how you know I haven't played in a while. I haven't heard these before. You guys seen the Trump $250? That's pretty crazy. Like I can't fathom him doing that. Like I would not want him to do that. If I was president, I would never do that. That and the passport with his face on it. That's pretty insane. Like I feel like that is reserved to presidents. Well, obviously, but like old presidents, founding fathers should be on money. And he's not a founding father. He didn't like do anything that crazy for the country. And whatever crazy thing he did for the country is kind of a negative. I really love those old Minecraft cartoons back in the day, like the Epic Mine Quest and also Minecraft for Noobs. What's that other one with like the egg? I swear there was another one too where he had like a slime friend. I don't really remember what it was. But I used to watch Minecraft for Noobs the most. And I really loved that series. Like I always wanted to animate like that. And I actually have a project, like an animation in the works, that I'm co-writing. And it's not like super serious or anything, but indie project. And I'm really hoping to pitch it to some network someday. But I'm just not sure if it's gotten its legs yet. Damn it. But only time will tell, Anything can change, and I feel like it's just up to me. It's all up to me and other guy I'm writing it with. And before you know it, eventually it will be a show. A lot of stuff is like that in life. You sometimes stuff just sneaks up on you and you just never know. It's pretty dark in here. Now, it's pretty late, and this morning, I was thinking about playing Minecraft just 'cause I wanted to. And it's been so long since I've played Minecraft just for fun, and I feel like nowadays you don't really see that anymore. You don't really see people just uploading videos of them playing Minecraft just for fun. They upload them to get views and to like get popularity. But I literally just want to upload this. Like, if people find this, that'd be cool. But I want to upload this almost as like a time capsule. Same with my skits. Like, yeah, it's cool if people like them and everything, but I want to upload this as almost like a time capsule for myself. So when I look back, I can see like the state of it. Oh, and also another thing. I know the channel. So I'm trying to remember what I was thinking of talking about, but I know on the channel, like, I'm very clearly visible, and you can clearly see my face. So you're probably asking, like, why didn't you just do a camera on the corner of the screen so that we could, a webcam? But I don't really like how webcams look. And I realize that, even Captain Sparkles, when you look back at like his old stuff, just webcams don't really look that good in general. And I don't want it to take away from the Minecraft experience. I want people to see that, like, this is my point of view. I don't want people to see my face and have it distract them from, like, the game, This is a pretty cool area. I will say, what? No way. There's a mine shaft down there. That's awesome. Dude, there might be some pretty good stuff in there. Okay, I need to steal a bed or something here. Okay. So the only way to make a series like this, if this is going to be a series, depending on how much I like this video, if this is going to be a series, I'm going to have to, like, force myself to do different little challenges and buildings every day. That's why people liked Stampy, because he did very minimal editing, and he would just talk the whole time about different stuff. I've never really watched his stuff that much, so I don't know. But I remember I watched a couple of his videos when I was a kid, and I always liked them. But not really like, oh, this is my favorite guy ever sort of thing. More like, oh, this is just something to watch because you're a kid and you don't know anything else. But it's cool. It was cool because it's Minecraft, and he's a cat. Everyone loves cats. But to make a series like this work, like a Minecraft series, there has to be something cool that happens every single episode. And obviously, we're going to have to work our way up to that, because right now, it's just bare bones survival and I have no materials. Another thing I don't want to do is I don't want to do any quote-unquote mining off camera, because I know people like to diss on people who do that, because a lot of the time it's not really legitimate, and I totally understand that. I agree with that. It's not really legitimate when people do that. But Minecraft has played a big part of at least my life, because I played it for years on the 360 when I was younger. I think all the way up till like 8th grade. And I never really gained like a consciousness about anything else. Everybody else in middle school was already moving on and trying to be like a hood guy and the cool guy and win all the girls. I was just trying to make Scratch games and play Minecraft at home. That's all I wanted to do. Make some crappy FNAF fan game on Scratch and just play Minecraft at home. That's all I cared about. And then in high school, a lot of stuff shifted. I started actually gaining consciousness. I will say that my first year of high school was quarantine, and that basically, it made us lose a year of high school, which kind of sucks because we only had like 3 years physically. But it's kind of weird because it's this weird transition from being a kid to being, like big potatoes. And I feel like because we lost that first year, we didn't get to see all the already big potatoes, and it made us had to play catch up really bad. So a lot of my generation is very scrawny. And I feel like that's why. Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just messing around, I'm having fun. This is really fun for me, because I've never done something like this. Another reason I wanted to do something like this in general is because I'm not very good at talking to people for long extended periods, unless they're like one of my friends or, I'm just by myself, because I speak very confidently when I'm by myself. But this also helps with, at least I think it should, like public speaking. And I don't really want to take a class for it, so I'm just going to do it the even harder way, because that's always the answer. If you do it the even harder way, with like hopefully thousands of people watching you, that room of like 20 to 30 won't seem so bad. At least that's how I imagine Markiplier felt every time you go to a convention. Iron Lung was, I'm gonna do a hot take here. Not really a hot take, but it's like a medium, like a lukewarm take. It's not really like, it was okay. Iron Lung was good for a first movie, but it wasn't perfect because I felt like the build up to any action was kind of dragged out, And I hate to say that because I love Markiplier to death. Like he's probably one of my main inspirations, and he's a lot of other people's main inspirations too. Because he just never gave up, and he's really just the most wholesome person you can ever imagine. He has a loving wife, he has a loving dog, a loving dog. But yeah, he just his parents. His mom wrote a book about like the history of how he came to be, like that's love. Whoa, look at this place. If I die, I'm not gonna get upset or anything. I'm just gonna, I might get upset honestly, but I'm not gonna try to cut it out or anything. I'm just gonna, fuck, it's really lagging. I can only imagine what it looks like on the stream. I'm sorry. Said I killed him. What the hell? I really hope you guys can see this. Okay. I'm a little worried. Ooh, diamond already? I got lucky, didn't I? Can I have this? I don't know why. I like collecting these minecart rails. Little chest ones. Oh no. I'm getting out of here. I need to eat. I really should have cooked that. I don't know why I didn't. What? How did I even get here? Oh. I need to take it one step at a time. I don't think I don't have anything. I'm not ready for a entire mine shaft yet. But I will say this is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool world generation. I really like this area. There's a village right there. There's a cool cave. I can definitely get some materials from. This is a great spawn point. A great start for the server. And who knows, I say server and everything. I was trying, it's funny because I was trying to run a Minecraft server thing for me and my friends on like a Raspberry Pi. Because I know it's doable. Definitely doable on like an 8 gigabytes of RAM thing. But unfortunately, my aunt got me, my aunt got me like a 4 gigabytes of RAM thing. And that's like just barely not enough because it kept saying I had 1.6 gigabytes available of RAM to use, and you kind of need like 2 gigabytes to actually run a server, which kind of sucks. Okay, I give up. Because I had just barely not enough. I feel like I should just start a mine shaft somewhere. I'm just taking damage I don't need to take. Alright. I guess I'll just mine in that cave over there then. Should make some kind of fishing rod if I get string. I still can't believe I got a diamond already. That's crazy. Come here, fish. But yeah, Lucid Blocks was really fun. I really, really recommend Lucid Blocks if nobody's played it yet. Because it's really cool. It's basically just Minecraft, but with like liminal stuff. And it's so good. I love liminal stuff. I'm not a huge fan of backroom stuff, even though, you know, it released today. But I don't know. I've always liked more dreamy sort of stuff, just in general. Like music-wise, too. Like, Craftwork is good. I wouldn't really say they have, like, dreamy-wise stuff, but they have stuff that's very hypnotic because it's just looping endlessly, and it's almost like a trance sort of thing. And then there's also Ween, which is very psychedelic at times. And also, Pink Floyd. I don't know why I was blanking on their name. They're like one of the most popular ever. But whatever. Oh, come on. I can tell this is gonna be fun. It's just one of those things, like, you can imagine already how it's gonna be. I wonder how much is left on my timer. I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna let it ring, and once it goes off, I'll just end the video. not right away. Obviously, I'll do like an outro thing. But I'm getting used to this. You know, I've never done something like this before. It's just speaking to the void. Like, another reason I wanted to do this, and I thought this was a good idea, is because, like I said, I talk confidently to myself all the time. Like, as much as that makes me sound like an insane person, I do this all the time. It's just without the camera, you know, and without the microphone. But the mic that I'm using right now, I don't really have a webcam attached to the top of my computer. I mean, I usually do, but I took it off for like a project or something, but forgot to put it back. But there's no camera there, so I don't know if subconsciously I'm feeling better, but I'm just kind of speaking into the ethos, I guess, and it feels really nice, because I usually just do that anyway. You know, sometimes I'll talk to God, but most of the time it's just to the indirect nothingness of the universe. And I feel like that's my sort of therapy. You know, some people need therapy to cope with everyday life and stuff, but if I just talk to myself out loud, because, you know, out loud speech can actually help you comprehend stuff way better. So if you just repeat something to yourself out loud, you know, it's why ideas that sound good in our heads sound terrible out loud. So, obviously, I think it's a bit too late now to make a project for this episode, because this is just a grounding, kind of like a start of something. But after this video ends, I'm definitely going to think about what I should make and use that as the focal point for the video, just because I wanted to just jump in, you know, because the best thing you can do as a creative person is to just throw yourself into something. Even if you feel like you're not ready for it, the best thing you can do is to just start before you feel like you're ready, because you're never going to feel like you're ready to do something. But if you start before you're ready, eventually you'll force yourself to work until you are, to play catch up in a way. And that's kind of what I did with the skits. Is I didn't feel like I was ready to make skits. I just kind of thought of one idea one day and I was like, yeah, this is cool. I made it. People liked it a lot, and I was like, okay, let's keep making more. My production has slowed down because obviously, like I said, it went from every weekend to every other weekend, and I'm aiming for Saturdays. But who knows? Oh my goodness. More stronghold. Not strong. What am I talking about? This is not a stronghold. This is. Oh my goodness. I don't want to go here. How big is this freaking. How big is this place? I'm scared, dude. Oh, that's my timer. Alright, well, I guess that's where this episode ends. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time, I guess. Bye.